Hi everybody, David here from Pinekr01. Today we're going to investigate another DesignHill.com product and service called DesignHill Studio. Studio you'll find in your DesignHill dashboard. It's still in beta, but as you'll see, it's pretty powerful. Since it's the fall season, lovely colors everywhere, we're going to create a fall flyer. And check out all the other templates and possibilities they have in DesignHill Studio. Don't forget, this is completely free. Alright, let's go check it out. Alright, so here we are over at DesignHill.com, and you just go in to log in or join now. It's totally free, but you have to create an account. And there we are. Now, they got a lot going on back here on this dashboard. I mean, this DesignHill is really quite interesting. I have a lot more investigation to do as well. You can do all kind of sell all kind of products, digital. You can have affiliate options, for selling other people's stuff through here. There's a whole bunch of pretty amazing stuff, gift cards, etc. You have your My Customer section. I'm not going to get into any of that right now because I'm not too adverse on it anyway. But what was really interesting to me was the Studio, which is in beta, but it's totally free to use. I've used Canva, Crello, a lot of these different tools to help supplement my more professional graphic design activities in InDesign or Affinity Publisher. And these can often help to give you that creative edge or that creative juice, those ideas to help you spark the next good social media campaign or print ad. So I'm going to go into Studio here. I'm going to click on Dashboard. So this is where you're at. You get your Studio interface. So I haven't created anything yet for this demonstration, so let's go ahead and get started. I was thinking, you got all kind of templates here to get started on, which I always really enjoy to get ideas and just to get started quickly on something. Really great, particularly if you're not a professional graphic designer, to help you get started. But once again, even for professional designers, there's a lot going on back here, even Etsy shop covers, website templates, memorandums, tickets, ID card templates, you name it, storyboards, graphic organizer, interesting stuff all, Okay, so for this demonstration, I'm just going to choose one here. Let's choose a flyer. And what's neat is you then get a host of all the different templates you can use under the flyer category. So you can get started really quickly with some ideas and some really neat stuff. And they have different elements they include for free. Since it's fall and since I have some imagery I might be able to share, I'm going to choose the Fall Fest, and we're going to work there. Now, this would be great if I just want to make something real quick for my Southtown Presents, for my local community, for my local club that I need to make something, whatever it might be. I want to go the extra 9 yards. I want to add an additional image behind here that I created. I think it would be perfect in here just the other day. And I want to, of course, adjust some text and all that. So how do we do that? Well, I didn't know either at first, but I was quite pleasantly surprised. So under Photos, you have all the images you can choose that they have already to change things around, and you can change colors and everything. But under Upload, you can add your own elements. So now that I'm in here, I can actually go in and change the text. Fall 2020. Yeah, fall will all never forget is 2020. And you can just change your text however you like. 2020. I want to move that over here a little bit. Oops. I want to move that over here a little bit. So some things you still have to learn. And then I thought that's wonderful. You can adjust the text. You can adjust individual elements on the layout. So I can move these leaves around. Kind of neat. I can move the graphics around. But in my case, I don't want these graphics. maybe I want some other icons. Like, for instance, we want to add in, you have to click on it to get it to pop in. You can't drag and drop. I want to add in the a little YouTube icon there. What's neat, you can use the arrow key on your keyboard to move around the icons, which is kind of neat because that's not available in all different forms like that. I'm not overly happy with this. I showed you text and various elements you can add in. So if I want to add in, some kind of, once again, drag and drop doesn't work. You have to click. I have to get used to that. And, we can add in certain elements if we desire to do that. I don't want to right now. What's nice is delete on your keyboard works as well. A lot of these things delete on your keyboard won't work. You have to do special things in the interface. So quite neat, like an arrow, back. So those are the basic elements. You can see you can do quite a bit just right out of the box. I mean, you can add more pictures that they have, stock stuff, etc. Delete. But I wanted to upload my own little image. So I click Upload Image. I have it already there. You just choose an image from your computer. I'll upload another one as an example. Lovely signet that comes around here. And you get your pictures right there. But I want to add this one, so I add this one in, but you see right away, well, we got some problems. I couldn't figure out how to add it as a background to get rid of the current background. There might be a way to do that. But what I did figure out is a way to arrange, which is quite advanced actually for these types of systems. Under Position, I can then hit to back. And then I get everything on top here. So now my image is exactly how I like it. Now, if I want to adjust it, I can just go like this. I want to take it and move it up a bit like that. And now there's some other problems. The text color, perhaps, or maybe what I want to do is add in some way to let the text pop out. So I can go to Elements, which are basically shapes, and I can choose one like this one, and you can't drag in a corner to reposition up and down. You have to grab the up and down here. So I can now add this element as such here, and then I can give it under this transparency icon. I can fade it well back to 50, and then I can actually go a step further under Positioning and to back, and then forward 1. So right in front of the image. So that pops out. I might want to say, well, I don't really need Welcome to Fall. Welcome to, just keep Fall 2020, but I have these down here, so I can take that element and I can copy it. Oops, didn't want that. Delete. I wanted this element. Is that the right element? This one. Copy. Yeah, hit the copy. And I'm going to put that right down here. And right up in front there. Now we still see the text isn't really popping out, so I can change, and I want to move that, leave actually a little bit more like that. Text needs some adjusting. I don't need to click on text to do that, but just so you see all the different text options you have to get started, I can now go in there and say, I want the alignment to the right like it was. I don't know how it switched. And let's give it a color of a little bit of a white color. And what I'm going to do Just get rid of all this other stuff to simplify it. And then we can move this icon up here. So there we go. I just made a brochure very quickly here using some of the template elements like the leaves and the text more or less the way it was, and added in my own background picture, which I just threw in there and layered it with the positioning option. And there's a lot more we can do. We can adjust certain elements, use filters, we can crop, we can flip, etc. All right, so now I have this, and what I want to do is give it a name. So I kind of like the little design. It really helped me seeing this template and using it as a creative stimulus impulse to take it further. Now let's check out some of the exporting and output options. All right, I made a couple changes. I've made a new background just to try it out. I kind of like the color combination with the funky background there, and simplified things even a bit more. So let's now, I've resaved it, and now we can go to download. And you see they have ping suggested, but there's JPEG and PDF possibilities. Let's do first what they suggested. Pings are good for transparent background. I don't need that in this case, so we're just going to download it the way it is. But I'd like you to adjust the size. So I can say, beef it up a little bit. Let me hit download. Okay, nice little quote there as well. An essential aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail. Well, I think that's a good one. With anything. All right, let's see how it looks here. And there we have it. Looks pretty good. And it's something you could use for printing out, social media, whatever it might be. I kind of like it in general. It was a pretty easy process, pretty cool. Let's now try downloading as another file type. Let's push the beta version here. Let's do a PDF. So now let's open up the PDF, and we see looks pretty good. Pretty cool looking, funky looking, fall atmosphere, all right there out of DesignHill Studio Beta. Now I'm just curious if I pop into InDesign with one of my little tricks. From Markzware, the plugin to convert PDFs into InDesign. I use PDF TTP and do convert PDF. If I select that PDF here, which we see right there, oh, look at that. Now we have this DesignHill Studio PDF now in a professional graphic design tool, Adobe InDesign. And this is all completely editable. I can go in there and type whatever I want, or I can, go in there and move elements around. And we also have the background image right here. And what's cool is what Markzware's technology does. They also export the images at resolution used. So I can get all of the images used in that document exported at the resolution used, which is really quite neat. Okay, so that's a nice way to know you can get your work that you do in DesignHill Studio to another designer that might work in InDesign, prefer to take it further in that application. So very interesting. That's a sign of a professional set of tools that can create PDFs that can be used in other graphic design tools. Now, I'm going to go to the home here. Down here, I'll have my designs saved for me. And we can, of course, make other other designs now too that might be interesting. For instance, an Instagram post. And of course, with this, you get a host of templates that help you to get very quickly started with whatever design it might be you're working on, whether it's Black Lives Matter or working from home, some kind of thing, a lot of autumn or fall stuff. So pretty neat, this DesignHill Studio. I have to say, I really like it. It's a nice, easy way. It's free right now, so why not, to get some creative ideas, on paper, as it were, to share with the world through social media, whatever it is you might be doing, Now, if we go back into this one again, with a little interesting to show you that they're really aiming for professional quality work here, is under File, you get Show Print Bleed. So very interesting studio from DesignHill. Check it out today over on DesignHill.com, and you'll see for yourself the links to Studio. Sign up for a free account, and you can use it today just like you saw, and you could probably do much better than I did and much more. But it's really neat, really cool, and that was a little tip for today. All right, everybody. David from Pineacker01 saying thank you and have a great day.